Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara, and in today's video I wanted to show you my new projects. I mean the projects which I want to start. I haven't started them yet. The thing is that I finished Secret Santa from Lavender and Lace. I have been stitching that one pretty quickly, taking into account the fact that it's quite a large design, but I stitched only that design. So during a month I was stitching only that design. In the end, while stitching the last hundreds of stitches, I understood that still I don't like stitching one design only. So like you take it, you stitch it, you finish it, then you take a new design. I would like to have more projects in the same time. Even though in the beginning of my stitching, it was like 2014, I was stitching one design only because I wasn't watching YouTube. I didn't, or it was the time I started watching YouTube. But before that, 2013, when I started stitching, I didn't change the designs. I started one, I stitched it, I finished, and then the other one. On the other hand, I don't like having too many designs, too many projects in the same time, I noticed. So 6, 5, maybe 7, something like this. So that's why I am very eager now to start many designs, bigger, smaller, but I am very, very eager to start something new. The first design I'm going to show you, this is from the big range, because by the way, now at the time in the designs which are the projects which are in work, this is Chatelaine, Sanssouci Castle and Gardens, and this is London by Luca S. The thing is that now I don't feel stitching either of them. I don't know why, because I know that Sanssouci Castle, I mean Chatelaine design, I have to stitch because I promised myself that I will stitch little by little every month, because this is the only way to make progress. But when I feel that I don't want to stitch it, I'm not stitching it, because I'm doing worse to myself as a stitcher. I'm stitching slowly, I'm making mistakes, I'm looking for an excuse to do this, to do that, to do that. So I'm losing time and I'm not making progress. I know for sure that this is how it works for me. That's why I'm going to give myself a little vacation from those designs. I'm going to stitch something else until I'm going to fill up myself with something else. And then I'm sure I will feel that I want to take the designs, and I will stitch quicker, faster. I will stitch with love. And this is the most important thing for me in this hobby, to really, really enjoy what you are stitching. Not to stitch because you started the design, because you have to finish it, because I don't know, other reasons. To start to stitch with love. Okay, I'm talking a lot. So, taking into account that Santa, the big work finished, I wanted to take something similar. I mean, as size in cross stitches. And of course, I couldn't go buy this beautiful, beautiful design. This is Sweet Nectar. Dimensions, gold collection, and this would be the third gold collection, I mean the big gold collection design in my stitching life. I stitched Santa stamp, and I stitched Lily sampler, and this one was a very, very great wish of mine to have this design, this kit. Finally, I found it last year. I was able to buy it, and I decided quite some time ago, I decided that if I want something very, very much, and if I manage to buy that thing, I'm going to stitch it. I'm not going to leave it in my stash for years, you know, because dreams must come true. At least in stitching, when it depends on us, I mean the stitchers. So I even bought the Lenaliu plates, if you saw in my previous videos. So that's why I said that this is the time I want to start this design. The thing is that I wanted to start it a little bit later, like in the beginning of spring. But then I thought that because I haven't organized anything here, but I thought that until I'm going to take everything out, you know, like get ready the fabric, because I always work out the edges of the fabric so that they wouldn't this fray check thing. I also work out the edges of a fabric. I have to sort out the threads, they are not sorted out. I have to like organize the project, the itself, so it will take a little bit of time. Then I will decide where to start with. I decided, I don't know yet, but I thought that I will start with this size, this part, the down part, because I like to stitch like this, you know, like getting up. So if I'm going to like calculate correctly the fabric, I'm going to start from here and do, for example, this golden frame. So here you have to stitch a lot, time will go, but you understand what I mean. So when spring comes, don't worry, I won't have half of work stitched for sure, because I'm not going to stitch this one as fast as Santa, and I'm going to stitch in the same time more designs, and you'll see which ones in some time. Okay, so I still have to sort the threads. By the way, I was thinking here about the fabric. It's very fashionable to change the Aida into linen or even weave. Here is the 18th count. If you take the linen, it would be the 36th count. And looking at the design closer, I noticed that the Aida is seen only here, so a little bit, some little spots. And I thought that it doesn't have any sense changing the fabric, because it's more difficult to stitch. I don't want to make the count larger. First of all, I won't change for a larger count, because with the 18th count, the diameter is 30 centimeters, so I don't want it to be huge. That's why changing for a larger fabric, no. I want the same one. Stitching on linen 36 count, it's more difficult than stitching on 18th count Aida, and taking into account that not a lot of this Aida is going to be seen, I decided I'm leaving the Aida. So I'm not changing the fabric. I like changing the fabric. I don't have anything against it, but now, I mean, like in this case, I don't see the sense of changing it. So yes, I'm going to organize myself. I'm going to start, and of course, you'll see which the progress on this design will be. So how I'm going to get on with this design. Honestly, I hope very much that this design is going to be ready until the end of spring. I hope, but I'll see. Okay, next design. I would say next designs, because I deeply missed Just Nan. Deeply missed Just Nan. That's why I will have a lot of Just Nan in my new projects. Okay, first of all, what you see here is Enchanted Swans. Such a beautiful design. I wanted this one very much when I saw it. The thing is that this design was intended to be a project start. I didn't know when I'll finish it, but I wanted very much to start it on the 16th of December. 16th of December, yes. Why? Because it was an anniversary. It was like 10 years since me and my husband had our first date. And I wanted to stitch this one, and with backstitch here to indicate that this is a special date for us. The thing is that a day before, my child fell ill, I fell ill so badly that we couldn't get out from bed. So we were feeling so bad that I wasn't able even to do anything. I just tried very much to take care of my child, because we've been to the hospital, we've got the medication, and it was so bad. So then, a day after, my husband felt bad, and we had flu, probably it was flu. Because it wasn't the so widely spread, you know what, virus. It was flu, because we did the tests. We have this kind of tests which you are doing at home, and it wasn't. The child had something else. He had enterocolitis, by the way, but we all fell very, very bad. So we got well just before Christmas. Exactly, on the 24th, we could get out of bed and like move through the house. I cooked. So you understand already that Christmas came, and then New Year, and then like child started school, didn't have time, and I didn't want to spoil, you know, one of the, to spoil this start, like doing it quickly. That's why I'm going to start this design now. And I hope very much that it's going to be a finish of the 14th of February. I hope. So yes, Enchanted Swans. I have everything for this design. More than that, look how beautiful the charm here is. It's two swans. Why I wanted so much this design? Because of the topic, because of the swans. You know probably that once they pair, the swans stay together until death. Kind of symbolic. And like there are three kind of bead colors here, and there is a piece of hand-dyed silk, as far as I see. And besides this, I need, so there is an organizer here, because this is from, I don't remember how it's called, this not all the charts from Just Nan have these organizers, and as far as I know, the ones which have, they come from a special series. Correct me if I'm not right. Okay, so according to the key, it's a cashel, it's a pearl, smoky pearl linen. So this is the smoky pearl linen. I had it in my stash, didn't have to buy it. Then I required two colors of pearl. It's pearl, the 8th size. This is ecru, and this is pearl, also the 8th size. This is white, blanc. Yes, this one is here because it fell down from here, and this is my first pearl, which where I have so little. So that's why whenever I need white pearl number 8, I'm taking this one so that I would finish it. That's why it's not because I don't have a new one. It's because I want to finish this one. Then very few, how do I say, DMC shades of thread. Actually, these ones, yeah, like seven. And according to the key, it needs a gold thread. This should be Cranic 002 number 4 braid, or it can be treasure braid TR42. About the treasure braid, this is by Rainbow Gallery, as far as I understand. I didn't look for 42 if I have it, because I think I don't have it, because the golden ones which I have actually, this is the what do I say, the Petite Treasure braid, but I have the Cranic 002. I took the Cranic 002, compared the shade of gold, and it goes with PB03. I prefer to take this one because I like better to work with treasure braid than with Cranic, so that's why I took this one. Because I didn't notice where I need it. I think I need it here, just a few stitches. I don't need it a lot. I know that I don't need it a lot. That's why it doesn't matter which gold you use. Important is to be gold and to be nice. But you see, this gold matches with the gold which is here on the swans. So yes, this is going to be the first one which I'm going to start. It's not so big, it doesn't look so difficult, so I hope I'm going to be able to stitch it until the 14th of February. The next designs which I want to start stitching, this is a series. This is Just Nan, of course. This is Small Delights, Seasonal Gems. Seasonal Gems 1, Seasonal Gems 2. I'm showing you both of them because I want to start stitching them seasonally. So, of course, I will start with winter. This is how winter looks like. I have been liking these designs for a long time, but the thing is that they are not sold very often with the embellishment pack. And when I found them with the embellishment pack, of course, I purchased them. The thing is that the embellishment pack is not so rich. I mean, like, it has this pearl beads, and it has charms, golden charms. They are not painted charms. They come in the middle of each one. So here is a snowflake, and here is a pansy. I know for sure that this pansy is present in another design, and it's painted, and it's much nicer there. And then it's summer, which has a rose, golden rose. Then it's autumn, which has a... don't remember exactly how it's called, this one. I'll remember. I'll look up. Of course, I said I'll start with winter. According to the key, it says that it should be stitched on Cashel 28 count cream linen. I found in my stash, because I have a pack with small pieces like this, which are leftovers from something, and I'm keeping them because I think that sometimes they may be useful for, I don't know, a scissor fob, a pin cushion. That's why I found them. So I hope that the space is going to be enough for this one to be stitched. If not, I'm going to take from a bigger chunk of fabric, because I have a bigger chunk of cream fabric. And it requires DMC threads, which are many. Comparing with the previous design, like, I mean, like this one, which the design, where the design is bigger, but I need 7 DMC floss colors. Here I need this ones quite a lot, I would say. Yeah. And I was surprised to see that besides the DMC threads, these little designs require some other materials, which I would say they are quite expensive for such small designs. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. So they ask, first of all, for Karen Wildflowers. I think it's Karen Wildflowers. It's not water lilies. Yeah, they ask for Karen Wildflowers. And the interesting thing is that you need a different Karen for each of them. For example, winter uses one color of Karen. Here is another color of Karen. So you would need to buy 4 Karens for this design, which I think is crazy. For these designs, I mean. That's why here I decided that I'm not going to buy, because you know for what is used the these ones. They are used, it's a frame. One like line of stitches is this frame. So that's it. You're going to need just a little of that thread. So buying a whole skein of thread for just a little, I think it's, I don't know. I looked through the Karens I have. I didn't find the colors which are required here, but I have Karen water lilies. I don't have wildflowers. Okay, the thing is that I decided that I'm going to look through my leftovers, like the silk threads with leftovers, and I'm going to look something which would fit the color of DMC threads which I used here. I thought that this is the most logical thing. And I found actually 2. I found this pink, which is thread gather, and this is Scent of Rose, and this one is a leftover from a half doll's skirt, I remember exactly. And if I place this one here, you look that these shades of pink mauve, they look very much like the pink mauve I have here. Perfect. Then I found this one, which is totally different, but if you put here, it has the greenish from the green shades, it has a little bit from the bluish. So I am more keen to use this one. I don't know why. I think this one is going to look better. But I thought about leaving the stitching of this one in the end, and I'll decide which one goes better. Also, these designs, all the 4 designs, already require a cranik. This is 154V. I don't have this cranik. I googled it to see what color is it. Apparently, it's a brown with some gold in it. First, my first thing was where the brown is used. Apparently, this brown cranik is going to be needed just in back stitch of this frame. You see these lines, they come in this. But the thing is that it will make how would I say? I don't know. I doubt about this one. Okay, I don't have that cranik, but I found in my treasure braid, petite treasure braid, I found the PB49, which is also brown. It doesn't have the gold in it, it's only brown, but it could fit. The thing is that I am more, how do I say, I would like more to use a golden thread, because it will go more with the charm which is in the middle, you know, and it won't be so evident. I'm not very in love with these lines which go on this frame. So again, this is a thing which I'm going to see in the end, because the thread which goes like the specialty thread and this cranik are going to be added in the end, because the thing is going to be stitched already, and it's better to decide then which one is okay. About the finishing, you know, first when I looked at them, I thought, what if I'm going to stitch all of them on the same piece of fabric, and I'll have a kind of combined thing. But I also remembered that I like very much displaying my designs seasonally, and I will be happier to see each season, each of them like being on display, you see. That's why I'm going to stitch each one separately. And first idea which comes to me for finishing, this is a pin cushion, which is going to be on display, I mean. Or I'm thinking about finding a frame for which will make them fit, and changing them each season, each of them in that frame. So pin cushion is the first idea which I have, and which is most likely that it's going to be finished. But meanwhile, if I find a nice frame, they are going to be framed in a mini frame. Yes. So this is the next series of designs which I would like to stitch, and this is not all, I have more. Next one, ta-da, no surprise at all. This is Promises. This is such a little baby, also by Just Nan. This one was purchased by me a couple of years ago, I think, and honestly, every year before the 14th of February, which is before St. Valentine's, I am thinking about stitching this one, honestly. I don't know why. I have the urge to stitch this design before that time. And this year I decided that the time came. That's why I'm going to try to make it a finish for the 14th of February. This one is not big. It's from the small charts, you know. I bought it with such an embellishment pack, but it's very simple because here it's only beads. It's Mill Hill beads. Even in the key they say which Mill Hill beads come here. Didn't get the colors for this one. Not a lot of them. It's DMC, and that's it. Oh no, it's 032 blending filament. It needs blending filament. I got the fabric because here the fabric, according to the key, it should be mulberry. It's also the 28th count. It can be stitched on the 32nd count as well. It's mulberry. Mulberry, it's kind of darker. It should be darker than this one. I don't have mulberry, but I have this dark pink, which I hope also is going to be okay. at least it's important that these white doves, they are going to look, how they say, very clearly here. So that's why I'm going to use this one. I don't know this one where it comes from. I just had it in the same pack with the little things. It's 28th count, and I hope it's going to be okay to stitch this design. About the finishing, honestly, I haven't thought about it yet. It's going to be also a small design. It says that if you are stitching it on the 28th count, it's going to be 3 inches and a fourth. And if you stitch it on the 32nd count, it's going to be almost 3 inches. Okay, something like this. So this is going to be also a design to be stitched. And the last design, which is going to be a new project, yes, it's going to be Miss Kitty's Dragons, and it's going to be Just Nan. I have this one in my stash, I wouldn't say for years. The reason I didn't want to stitch this one so far was the fact that I didn't know how to finish it. Here they offer you the variant of finishing it in a frame, or making a purse, how they call it, an envelope. And there are like more designs by Just Nan where they suggest finishing as an envelope. The thing is that I have a series of mice which are going to be finished like this, and I wouldn't like to finish too many designs by Just Nan like this. And more than that, I like more how it looks like when you have the whole thing as this one. And a few weeks ago, like traveling on Instagram, I was looking for something. Accidentally, I saw this design being finished as a pincushion, you know? I liked it a lot. Don't know why, but I liked it a lot, and I thought, what a wonderful idea to finish this one as a pincushion. And I saw the meaning of stitching this design. That's why I took it out of my stash and like just put it in the box with the designs which are to be started. And I thought, that's it, this design is going to be stitched. Don't have anything for it because this one is going to be the last I'm going to start. So I'll make sure that until the 14th of February these ones are ready. I'll make sure that the small delights, I mean like which one, that winter is ready. So I will make sure that the winter designs, the 14th of February designs are ready, and Sweet Nectar is the threads are like sorted out, and everything is ready, and I have the first stitches or half stitches, you know, things like this. So yeah, this is going to be like, I think after all these things are going to be done, I'm going to get ready for this one. So here they give you the choice of stitching this design either in Rainbow Gallery Splendor or in DMC. I'm going to stitch in DMC. The golden cranic 002 is needed just to attach the charms. 085, I'm not sure that if I have, I'm going to look for it because I noticed it when opening this one. And the charms, I bought it with the embellishment pack. This one here, the embellishment pack is not like super rich, but it's made only with golden. So there is a kitty, which is a bead, and there are 4 dragonflies. They come like this. The kitty comes in the center, and the dragonflies come here. So the kitty and the dragonflies. And speaking about the fabric, you have a choice either of 28th Witchold lambswool linen or 28th Zweigart light mocha cashel linen. I have the light mocha, but I thought that it would look great, this one, even on platinum. I don't know why I think that platinum also is going to be a good choice. So I'll see both of them and I'll decide which of them I'm going to choose before stitching. So of course in my next videos I'm going to show you how the big work is being started, the ones which I am finishing. I'm going to show you, of course, the end of the project. If I'm going to make it in a pincushion, of course I'll show it to you. As usual, in my next videos, you are going to see how all these new projects are developing and finishing, of course. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being with me virtually. Thank you for your likes, for the comments you are leaving, and see you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.